What's up, guys? I've asked myself this question over and over again. Why do we travel overseas? Now, I understand most people for greener pasture and also to make more money so that they can be able to do something significant back home. So, for most Nigerians, that's the best place to go to make, money. A lot of them work hard for it. And again, these are hard currencies. So when you send it back home, of course, it will definitely do something significant. Yeah, I'm aware of this. But I ask again, why did they risk a lot to travel overseas, knowing that you're starting or you're going there to start afresh? Why take that risk? Is that enough reason to risk everything? Just the other day, my little brother was talking to me about a friend who spent close to 40 million, according to what they told him, right? It's close to 40 million to travel over there, and they're still struggling. Is it that these people don't do enough research before going? Because currently, yes, she's still, trying to pick herself up, and she's been there for quite some time now, knowing that it is not everybody that had the opportunity to travel overseas that will eventually make it. In fact, I'll watch a couple of videos on social media of people staying, especially in the UK, saying that it is hard to live in the UK, that they wish they had stayed back home, while there are some who are actually doing well, over there. And even among the ones that are doing well, they still complain. Some of them still complain that yes, they use all the money they have, or most of the money they make in a month, they use it to take care of themselves over there. They still spend it within that country, even though their goal is to do something back home. Now, there are a couple of things that affect this set of people. First of all, is some of them have money to send back home, but they don't have somebody they can trust back home. Yeah, some of us, few of us have few people. I'm in Nigeria, so ignore that. Few people over there have those in Nigeria that they can trust with their money. In case they want to build a house, they want to buy a land, they want to start up a business. In fact, some people that run their businesses over there and comes to Nigeria once in a while still even complain about their managers taking advantage of them. I've met a couple of CEOs that operate from overseas, and they said almost the same thing, right? Now, these are people even doing well, right? And among these people who set up businesses in Nigeria, we also have those who don't believe in the system, those who are scared of the government, who just don't trust that the government have their best interest at heart. So they just try to stay away. In fact, I had a discussion with a business owner the other day that was operating from over there. A few businesses in Nigeria. He stopped the business because he felt that the system is just corrupt, that it doesn't favor me, just wasting money and getting nothing in return. And take note, this person is doing well. They are well even without a business, but of course, business is always a plus, a successful one. And of course, we know that it is a fact that not all businesses, in fact, a larger percentage of businesses that start this year will die in 5 to 10 years. A larger percentage, 75, 80 percent of it. So you can imagine, it's a small percentage that still survives this timeline. But apart from that, right? The point is, what's the cost of living overseas? This is a topic that we don't get to discuss, and when we discuss it, we don't do like a deep dive in it. My first question while I was doing my research about this whole thing, living overseas, like in Canada, UK, US, is why do many Nigerians choose to live or stay in the same city overseas. Now, you can call this contradictory, but I'll still say it. So, I've met a couple of Nigerians that have been able to, live overseas and also spend some time in Nigeria. And a particular statement is, consistent when they try to describe Nigerians living overseas. And what's that? I don't like making friends with Nigerians, even though I'm a Nigerian. Why? Yet, in one city, you tend to see, or in a particular city, you tend to see like a lot of Nigerians, just like in Peckham, you see a lot of Nigerians there. And I usually ask this question, why? Is it due to lower costs or the availability of Nigerian stores or restaurants in that area? I mean, not just Peckham, we also have some places in the United States where we have a lot of Nigerians there. Even Atlanta have a lot of Nigerians. Another thing is, or is this just simply to be near Nigerians? So you ask, why do these guys go to the same place and yet they say most of them, I don't like making friends with Nigerians? The question is, why is that? Is it due to lower costs or the availability of Nigerian stores or restaurants? Because some people don't want to drive long distance to get food, at a Nigerian restaurant. It's better they just stay around. Or simply to be near other Nigerians, which I doubt. Only a few of them want to be close to other Nigerians. And it's even crazier because some of them, even when they try, or one person tried to be close to the other person because he's a Nigerian, they ignore them. And even when they greet them, they just look the other way. And these are Nigerians born in Nigeria, came over there to survive. Again, there's also the cost of living overseas. And should you travel with your partner while in a marriage, or travel alone, even though you're married? Because of the rumors over there that, spouses or your partner tend to change when they travel or experience a new environment, including a new law. Should you travel with your partner? And let's put that aside, right? Because that's not the reason why I'm making this video. Now, traveling with your partner, is it advisable? Now I'm talking about cost of living. Is it advisable to travel with your partner? Because now you will be catering for two people, not just yourself. Or it's better to go there, put your family over there, make money, send to your partner to build something, because you guys already trust one another. If you're making money for home, they say left home to feed home, right? You're making money from, why not put your partner and just do your thing over there and send back home, because that's the only trusted person you have. But we're talking about your family here. We're talking about, sex and the rest. Your partner will definitely miss you, need you sometimes. You don't want her to cheat and all that. I think making that decision to travel overseas is a very hard decision that people don't see before they travel overseas. And there's another thing that I also, while I was, researching about this, is why are people in the UK, this is a funny question, why people in the UK, why do they make videos? I noticed that they make videos, in their cars, outside, train station, on their way to work. Why is that? Why can't they? Is there something that they are hiding? And people in Canada to complain about the hard life, living in Canada currently. In fact, a lot of Nigerians are running away from Canada now. Like, they don't want to even live there. I was talking to someone the other day that used to live in Canada. He had to leave Canada, but good for him. He's got a wife, his wife in the United States. So it was easy. The transition was quite easy. What about a Nigerian that don't even have, oh my God, I don't have water. What about a Nigerian that don't even have that opportunity and giving birth? Which is more expensive, giving birth in the UK, giving birth in America, Canada? I mean, I know about the US. Anything that's got to do with the hospital is always expensive. Medical stuff can be quite expensive. Surgeries, everything, you know, it's quite expensive. I know sometimes insurance comes in to help out. I think insurance is a big scam, in America as well. Personally, I think it's a big scam because I've experienced. I have an idea about America, but other places, I don't have an idea. I said earlier that I don't think people give it deep thoughts before traveling. It is not just to JAPA. Based on my research, I discovered that a lot of people just want to leave the country. They just want to leave Nigeria. They don't give it, a deep thought. They just leave. They just want to leave first. And when they get there, that's when they start thinking. While to some, it can be, easy. Of course, I'm going to say they can be lucky sometimes. But others, very hard, very difficult. Things just pans out differently. So currently, what country is the best to live in? What continent is the best to live in? About giving birth, in America, a lady had shared a story about how much she spent.
This is how much it really costs to have one baby in the US. This calculation is based on my entire pregnancy and the time I gave birth, so combined everything together. My OB visit cost $5,191. My prenatal visits cost $1,234. My labs cost $2,349. I had to get iron infusion, which cost $11,505. The consultation fee was $804. By the way, this consultation, I spoke to a doctor for like 3 minutes, 2 minutes if. So that doctor made $402 per minute talking to me. Per minute. Imagine if I spoke to him for 1 hour. My general admission fee cost $62,217.97. The grand total was $83,300.97. That's how much it cost me and my husband to have our daughter in the US.
Over $80,000 to give birth to our daughter in the hospital in the United States. So it's not even cheap to give birth, but they are lucky. I think they got insurance. So this came with mixed reactions, where some people said that no, hey, she's probably lying. Is she lying? Because I know things like that can be expensive in the US. But is it that much expensive? I really don't know. But some people say they spent $7,000 or $8,000, and that she's probably lying. Either way, it's still very expensive. Now, there are top 10 areas that I've put together. I checked between 2012 or 2000 till now, most Nigerian population. In the US, Maryland is number 1. New York, number 2, Texas, Georgia, New Jersey, Illinois, California, Ohio, Rhode Island, and Virginia. In 2016, this is the results that was released to the general public. Texas have over 60,000 people, 60,000 Nigerians. Maryland have over 31,000 Nigerians. New York over 29,000 Nigerians. California over 23,000. Georgia over 19,000. Illinois over 16,000. New Jersey over 14,000. Florida over 18,000. Massachusetts over 6,000. Pennsylvania over 6,000. That means we have less Nigerians in Massachusetts and Pennsylvania. I mean, over 6,000. I mean, it's also much in a foreign land. But that was 2016. But I'm sure it's going to be times 2 now. In London, Peckham is number 1. In fact, they said Peckham is the mini Lagos. You can imagine going to a place outside of Nigeria and still feel like you're in Nigeria. That is Peckham. I mean, according to reports, actually. And the number 2 is Thames Mead. Yeah, I said that this place is home to many Nigerians, with restaurants and stores offering Nigerian delicacies and import. And again, where you have a lot of Nigerians is a better place to start a business, because yes, if you're a business owner, you want to move to such place so that you can have your restaurant and feed Nigerians with their favorite meals. I mean, most Nigerians wants to, if there's one thing, I'm gonna say about most Nigerians who travel overseas is the food. They miss the food a lot. So maybe the clothing once in a while, but they love the food, and they wish it's closer because they're born inside of it. So it's hard to take it out, even though you're outside of the country. Yeah. Another one is Abbey Wood, a lot of restaurant as well. One thing is common with these cities, they have a lot of restaurants. Is it the reason why Nigerians are moving there? A lot of restaurants. And again, if we had to check back to Nigerians living in the United States, Maryland has a lot of Nigerians. Maryland, Texas, and New York, I suspect that there should be a lot of Nigerian restaurants there as well. Yes, it seemed like what also moves Nigerians to a certain area, location of churches, also help Nigerians. Some Nigerians make the decision of where to live in or where to stay. Restaurants, churches, bars, restaurant and stores where you can buy raw yam, raw Nigerian food, yam, egusi, and the like. Deptford too has, a lot of Nigerians and Nigerian owned stores, and again, restaurants. And there's Lewisham, there's Erith, there's Old Kent Road. I've heard this Old Kent Road before. Sounds popular actually. They even say they have Nigerian bars, Nigerian mosque. Ah, wow. And there's Camberwell and Brixton. But guys, where do you stay? No, I didn't include Canada, but but where do you stay overseas? Share your thoughts or experience in the comment section. I just wanted to talk about this, get it off my chest. Because like I said, I have a lot of questions, that have been hovering around my head, and I felt that I should make that video today. Just get it off my chest. At least just put it out there. Okay, guys, thank you so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and till we see you next time. Peace.
Before you leave your country to travel abroad, born all your pikin. Or in fact, give birth to 20 children so that you don't have to give birth when you come abroad. It will cost you less to maintain however many children you have back in your home country than it will cost you to give birth to one in America. So born all your pikin. It will even cost you less for maintain them and bring them for America when you don't get rich. You see that money? You don't want to mess with it, especially if you don't have insurance.